Alright, so just a quick warning. This video in the very beginning doesn't have any sound because I forgot to turn the sound on as per usual. There's always some kind of audio trouble with this series and I apologize. But anyway, we joined Sienna on Saturday morning, Friday evening. And basically what we're going to do is try to make some adjustments to her trailer. I think it's about time. She has some things from the old house that she wants to just sort of spend the evening moving in. She doesn't really need help this time. She figures she can do it on her own. So she'll just do a little bit of last minute cleaning. And then we'll consider what we'll do with the inside. And the whole idea behind this is she wants to prepare the trailer for a visit from the social worker on Monday. Alright, so we just got through making the few alterations to the trailer, and now we're going to consider what else we can try to sell here on her lot. And we'll also consider what it is we want to do with the back of the lot, because as you can see now, there are so many trees and things she doesn't need, and I think it'd be better for her to try to get rid of these trees and move the trailer itself to a different part or area of the lot so that she can start building something. And I think what I really want her to do, recently I found some CC that I think is super cute. And so what I think I want her to do is open up a bookstore, and I'll show you some of those items shortly. Okay, so here's the CC. And as you can see, it's super cute. Like, these shelves are so cute. And I just think that the whole style of this sort of CC set really suits her, you know. Having a bookstore, being able to have just a few employees that she can get to know intimately, because, you know, she's an introvert, so there wouldn't really be people there that, you know, she wouldn't, you know, jive with, I guess. But her having a bookstore, I think, is really fitting for her and her personality. And I was going back and forth a lot on what I wanted her to do. Do I want her to have like a little juice thing, or do I want her to have some kind of like a little creative thing? I wasn't sure. But I think that this kind of bookstore thing is really well suited to her and her personality. But for tonight, we're going to go ahead and have her get some sleep. She had a pretty busy day, so. Okay, so here we are. It's the next morning. And something is off. Like, just generally, you may have noticed that there's no wall where there's supposed to be a door. There's something strange going on with my mods, and I don't feel like dealing with it. But the only thing that it affects with the game is that it won't let my doors don't work. And now I'm also noticing something very strange about her needs. Her needs look very strange. She probably has full energy and very, very low hunger. even though the colors are kind of off. But in any case, I'm going to get her up. I'm going to get her started for today. She's going to take a bath. And if possible, we're going to pop over to the gym so that she can get a quick workout in. I think that'd be good for her. She's been a little worried about her weight. Not that she thinks, that she needs to lose weight per se, but she just wants to keep from gaining any weight. She thinks her figure is perfect the way that it is. And she's going through so many things at the moment. So many things. And I want her to feel better. So let's see if we can maybe find a way to get rid of some of these ailments. I think that would be good. Alright, so just have her take some medicine and see if that helps. And as per usual, just like in real life, you take medicine and it does absolutely nothing. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to head over to the gym. We don't need to take anybody with us. So we made it to the gym, but then I realized that she is so hungry. I was right about my idea about what was going on with her and her needs. So we just popped over here to the grill, and she'll have a quick serving of some grilled chicken. That should fill her up pretty good. And she wouldn't normally do this kind of thing, and you may have also noticed during the remodel of her trailer, she doesn't really have a place to store food. But if possible, we'll see if we can get her a fridge a little later. And fridges are kind of expensive, and I would rather not waste money on a fridge that's too small for her at the moment, or I'd rather her just get a nice fridge from Jump. Oh, but we have Kohei inviting us out, so we're gonna go pop over and say hi to him. Alright, so here we are at Kohei's place. We just kind of stored our food for later. We'll get back to our meal after this. And Kohei is always in the mood. I don't know what his deal is. And I like that it says hanging out with lover. That's kind of cool, even though they're not lovers yet. But we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. So they had their first date in the previous episode, and it didn't go as well as I wanted to. As you can see, their relationship's not so high. I really don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's my game. I'm not sure if it's a mod, but relationships build so slowly right now. I guess it gives it a little bit of a layer of realism because, wow, this lady is like a super third wheel right now. She just has to walk right directly in the middle of their conversation. It's so rude. Also, what was that negative relationship? He didn't like that joke? It's so hard, man. She's totally in the middle of their conversation. It's so hard to build relationships. I don't know what's going on. But we're just gonna keep at it. We'll see how far we can get right now. I don't think that they are... I'm not going to say that they're not hitting it off. Why would you yell at him? I'm not going to say that they're not hitting it off. That could be part of it. And also, there have been a lot of changes to the game that I'm just not used to. Because I haven't played... I basically haven't done any gameplay since I did the last episode of this, which was some time ago. So, yeah, there's some things that I guess are different about the gameplay, recently. The phone interface, I saw that for the first time earlier today. I don't know if I like it or not. But anyway, we're just gonna keep slowly but surely building relationship with Kohei and trying to, get further with him. Reach whatever base is whichever base. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Oh yeah, so I finally fixed the audio. After 10 minutes of material. I really do apologize for that. But I think that they're doing pretty good. Luckily, Kohei's flirty, so I guess that means that whatever it is that she's trying to do with him is just going to be more successful than, otherwise. I think, they have a pretty good time together, and I think she does like him. She thinks that he's kind of interesting. She thinks that he's, super cute, and he seems to be into her as well, so... why not, give it a try, If only the game would let them, go farther. The game is just kind of blocking them, you know what I mean? But yeah, finally we unlocked the first kiss. Let's get her done. This is 7 episodes in the making already. Nice. I was worried he was gonna reject her. Let's see if we can get even a little further. Their relationship didn't really go up much, unfortunately. Can you do what I asked? Can you do what I asked? There we go. I know you had it in you. All right. But let's go ahead and say goodbye. I think we, slowly but surely we're making things happen. Oh, it looks like they have some autonomous things that they're trying to do with each other, so I'm just gonna let them I'm gonna let them mac it to each other as they like. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and say goodbye to Kohei. Oh, and he's doing the thing. Everybody's doing this thing. It's so weird. Oh yeah, this phone interface is new for me, so it'll take a minute for me to figure out what's going on. Alright, so we're just gonna head back home. Alright, so it's a pretty nice day, so we're just going to finish our meal from earlier. We're going to open up the store and see if we can get a few sales for today. Her bank account's running a little low. She needs at least 22 or so to make her loan payment, something like that. So we'll see how far we can get with maybe doing some paintings today. And if possible, I think I'll have her do, not an odd job, but maybe she can find a job under the freelancer career again. I think that would be good for her. Okay, so what kind of painting? We'll do a classic painting for now. And it's unfortunate about her food. I want her to have a fridge, but she can't afford it at the moment. Alright, so it looks like we have a customer coming up. Hopefully she'll buy something. We haven't had much luck recently. Somebody bought a rocking chair. I didn't show that, but that was good. And so now we have this guy as well. Oh, and by the way, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I realized that something is strange about the money. So basically what I've been doing is whenever somebody buys something, I've just been deleting it. Because something is strange about how she gets or doesn't get the money, and it's kind of annoying. So instead of always trying to do the math and trying to figure out if she's getting ripped off or not, every time somebody buys something, I just delete it off the lot. I think she has to pay like a restocking fee or something when we close, so I'm just trying to make up for that. It's kind of the rationale behind why I'm just deleting them and keeping the money. But in any case, let's see what kind of gigs we have. There's some things that I just want to avoid doing because they seem to be rejected more often than not. So like one of these, low skill ones tend to go better than the higher skilled ones. So we'll try to get that. Oh, she's starting another painting. We'll try to get that done without having it be rejected. It would be really annoying if the client rejected it. Alright, so she settled down at the computer. And it's so nice that she has her little area indoors. And actually the fact that there's no walls means that there's this natural sunlight that's coming in. That's not how it will be otherwise, but it just looks nice. I'm so proud of her. And again, most of the stuff is stuff that just came from her family's house. She like this bed and things that she brought along with her. If you've been following since the beginning, you may notice that some of these are just recycled. But for example, here in the bathroom, I wanted to really make it look nice. Like, she actually put some effort into it, I want to change the toilet as well. She is okay. I want to change the toilet as well. But I think it makes more sense for her to just make a small change to make it white. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that because it got bought earlier. I want to change the toilet, but instead I just had her change the toilet seat just to make it white so it matches the bathroom a little better. But yeah, the bathroom looks so much better now than it did when she first got the trailer. And we were able to make some money, so we're going to go ahead and make her loan payment so that she doesn't fall behind. And she's doing pretty good with those. And I want to see if we can afford a fridge. More than likely, we won't be able to afford one, though. Yeah, like, this is really ugly. It's really small. Like, nobody wants this ugly thing in their house. Oh, I'm not gonna use one of the cheap fridges from there. That doesn't make any sense. But for now, at least, I think we'll just, just kind of leave it there. Once we get a little bit more money, then we'll definitely get a fridge. And I guess the other idea with those counters, the reason why they're just kind of open like that, is because I want to get better, like, counters, which we will do eventually. Because, the original counters were really ugly. And I just wanted to make it look like the doors were off of the counters. So the kitchen isn't done yet. We'll have to do the kitchen when she gets a little bit more money. But it's reasonable. Like, at least if we don't do anything by Monday, I think it's still reasonable for when the social worker comes and she has a look around and she sees all the changes. Because this won't be the first time that the social worker has been there. This will be the second time. So once she sees all the changes, Sienna's so sure that she's going to be impressed and that she's going to approve. Okay, so we have a customer for our paintings. And again, she only marks the paintings up 25% to make it a little bit more realistic. If it was 300, things would be moving a little bit too smoothly for her. And so yeah, it's just like one little painting here or there. Just at a 25% markup, I think it's not so bad. It's the lowest markup that they allow you to have. And there are so many of these like messages. This is not like the fault of the game. I think it's a mod that I have. People are just constantly sending her messages. Okay, so here we have Mortimer Goth. I don't know what he's wearing. I feel like he would never wear this. But hopefully he buys a painting. And I love this about Sienna. Like, she's so persistent. It's so hot. It's so miserable outside, but, she's still hard at it, working hard for the money. And so unfortunately, time is almost up for the yard sale. There's nobody here to buy anything. So we're just going to go ahead and end the yard sale early. And there was also something that I noticed on the phone that I thought was quite interesting. So if you look in here, it says something like a video call. I've never done this before. So I just wanted to see what it was like. I think it would be hilarious if they just literally on her phone. Can you stop? Thank you. If on her phone you could just see the little icon of the face of the person she's talking to. I don't know how hard it would be to do that, but it's just the same face. And of course it freezes. It would just be the same face, you know what I mean? Like that you see in their little icon. That would be so cool if they could just program it to do that. But I guess it's asking too much. So because she wasn't able to go to she went to the gym, but she was too hungry to actually exercise at the gym. And then we got invited out, and then we had our first kiss with Kohei. And now I'm just going to have her go jogging in the neighborhood to make up for the fact that she couldn't do it earlier in the day. And it's such a nice neighborhood. It's such a safe neighborhood. She feels safe doing this even though it's so late at night. All the people in the neighborhood have been super nice to her so far. She hasn't really had any trouble. Except for that mysterious young lady that she saw the other night. So maybe it was yesterday night. Alright, so to end today's episode, we're going to see if we can finish her her gig. I think it would be great if it was approved automatically. That would make my life so easy. Sometimes things just don't work out the way that you want them to, but I'm hoping that because I chose one of the cheaper gigs, it'll go through with no problem. Alright, let's see. Send for approval and... drum roll, please. Yes! It got approved. Awesome. She is struggling. But anyway, we'll maybe do another gig at some other time. But as you can see, she's very tired. It's very late. So we're going to send her to bed. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching.